time in his MMA career, but Skilyer Reed is a kickboxer, a 4-1 kickboxing champion. This fight has Fight of the Night written all over it. Skilyer Reed has Coach Myron Gerber, Austin Tweedy in his corner, Connor Poe coming back out. Guys, I've watched Skilyer Reed's fights. He has power.
Oh, that's scary. From a guy his size, with the team he has, with the experience he has, can prove to be the determining factor in this bout tonight.
Skilyer Reed representing Iron Horse. A boxer, wrestler. Like I said, 4-1 in his kickboxing career, holding a title. Very down-to-earth guy, very polite person. First time I met him. So very excited to see this matchup, and I've called this weeks beforehand. Fight of the night on my watch list.
Yeah, we're tuned in. I've trained with those Iron Horse guys. They're very disciplined. They're very matter of fact. So I'm excited to see what he can present in this cage tonight.
You know, I don't envy the person who has to pick fight of the night. You have to rewatch these things 100 times.
I will make those decisions tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on the Griggs Entertainment post-fight press conference. So stick around, watch on the Griggs Entertainment Facebook pages or on the YouTube page. You'll see the post-fight press conference Sunday night at 8 p.m. Skilyer Reed in great shape. Michael Richey from Vortex in Bloomington, Indiana, coming out next. Michael Richey is a gamer. Coming out with Coach Mick Williams, Coach Nick Armstrong. He's an all-around fighter. Technically, he's a really great striker. He will box or grapple. Great jiu-jitsu game, great striking game. He can take the fight wherever it needs to go.
Well, this is my first time seeing him tonight, so I'm excited to see what he can present in the cage. As you said, he's a great technical striker. He's a great grappler. So how does he apply those skills to this bout tonight?
His last win, or his last fight, was at the Griggs Franklin card, where he fought Alex Delgado out of 10th Planet Indy. Got the submission victory in round 2. Two very exciting fighters. I can't say it enough. I hope it lives up to the hype that I'm giving it. The fight of the night is coming. Michael Richey also has one of the best hairstyles we got going on. Almost a little Sugar Sean, but also a little kind of dyed whiter.
Yeah, we have the blue grape braids. Is that what I'm seeing?
One of the best hairstyles. What it looks like is one of the whole sections of fans here.
These are facts.
Coach Mick Williams, Nick Armstrong giving Michael Richey last-second instructions before they go to the corner. Skilyer Reed brought a lot of people with him. Big ticket seller. He's got over 22 people in the VIP sections that are here to watch him get his first win inside of an MMA cage.
This is his debut, ladies and gentlemen. So you always have to pose the question, are the lights too bright? Is the moment too big?
Well, my big question is, how is his grappling? We're going to find out. But looking at Austin Tweedy in his corner, it's got to be fairly good.
Has to be. He pushes the pace. I've trained under this guy. It's not fun. Both fighters look to be in great shape.
This could go 1 round, it could go 3 rounds. I'm predicting 3.
This bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds with your referee, Scott Huff. Fighting out of the red corner, representing Manmaker Academy and Iron Horse Martial Arts. Weighing in at 144.3 pounds. Making his debut this evening from Newcastle, Indiana, Skilyer Reed. And across the cage, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Vortex weighing in at 144.6 pounds, with a record of 2 wins and 1 loss, from Bloomington, Indiana, Michael Richey!
One of the most anticipated fights of the night. About to happen, Michael Richey versus Skilyer Reed. Guys, let's touch gloves and make it happen.
You can hear from the crowd. Everyone's invested in this one.
Anticipation.
Both bring a big fan base.
Slap of gloves.
Southpaw versus Orthodox. Richey bringing the fight to Skilyer.
Immediately initiates the grappling exchange.
Gotta watch the knees. Skilyer, good kickboxing game. Look at the strength on Skilyer Reed. Richey trying to change levels. Good knee in the clinch.
Good head positioning from Michael Richey.
Very important and very underutilized in a lot of amateur bouts.
Having the correct posture, head posture against that cage in the clinch is critical.
Richey kind of looking for the kind of kneeing back and forth to the legs, trying to get that weakness going. Richey might be looking for a backside trip against the cage. He's got the left side underhook, looking for double unders.
This is an exhausting style of fight.
It is. But both of these guys look in phenomenal shape, and both camps have to put these fighters through everything they need to go all 3 rounds. That head position by Richey, that means a lot. If you've never had somebody put your forehead on their jaw and just put their weight on you, it drains you quickly. Good check left hook out of the break.
Yeah, that was a strong left hand.
Oh,
down he
Skilyer
goes.
Reed drops him, but Richey gets right back up and pushes forward.
Those are strong strikes from
He's
Skilyer
still
Reed.
wobbling.
Richey is hurt. He's wobbled. He's got to collect himself.
Skilyer Reed collected and picking his shots.
Oh, great left hand.
Lightning fast left hand.
Richey still looks almost out on his feet. He's starting to cover up. Skilyer not being over aggressive, picking his shots, which is smart.
Skilyer Reed in the flash of an eye changed the whole pace of this fight.
Yes.
For this to be Skilyer Reed's debut, I'm very impressed with the feints and the way he's setting up his shots. Not pushing the pace, fighting at his pace.
Richey's still working to try to get the cobwebs out. Big kick that lands with the toes on the mouth. Michael Richey doing a good job of trying to stay at distance, trying to get everything back. 10 seconds left in the first round.
That left hand of Skilyer Reed is murderous.
Very good kickboxing from Skilyer Reed.
Another head kick lands right behind the ear for
What a
Skilyer
great
Reed.
round.
Michael Richey goes to the second round.
Caleb, you may have been on to something. Fight of the night, hey.
Now,
Zeke, what do you think you have to do to come back from this if you're Richey?
If I'm Richey, I want to keep him in that clinch position, continue to use my head pressure against that cage. It's effective, it's working. Throw those knees, and if you feel like your jiu-jitsu is better than his, get him to the mat and apply it.
Coach McWilliams trying to get Richey back to 100% between rounds. You only got 1 minute to do it. If I'm Skilyer Reed, I just keep doing what I'm doing. Stay cool, calm, and collective. Walk your opponent down. Let Richey make the mistake. You know he's hurt. You know he probably has to take a shot. And I'm going to agree with you, Zeke. If Richey needs to close the distance, get this fight tight. You might have to waste this round to make sure that you're fully back and fight like hell for round 3.
Absolutely.
Do you think that Richey comes out with the same aggression he had in the first round, or do you think he's more strategic about
I would
what he
say
does?
strategic after feeling the power from Reed.
We don't know if he's all the way there yet, fellas.
100%. I would be surprised if Richey doesn't try to take this fight to the ground.
Another clean left from Skilyer Reed.
And notice how Skilyer does not just go crazy following it in there. He's very smart about picking his shots.
Yes, even with the head kicks. By my count, that's 4 tonight. And each time they're at least touching with the toes.
Another,
he's
he's
hurt.
hurt again.
That one
Covering
hurt,
up.
He's
Michael.
hurt. This is heavy ground and pound, heavy pressure from Skilyer Reed.
Michael Richey works to get back up to his feet. Tough spot. Scott Huff stops this
Way to
fight.
cover up.
And the lights are not too bright for Skilyer Reed with the TKO win.
Skilyer Reed makes his MMA debut in a dominant fashion.
Impressive fashion.
Props to Michael Richey, though,
Yes.
for eating some massive shots and continuously coming forward.
Yes.
He ate him as long as he could. Purple belt, so he could be scary on the ground, but he just couldn't get it done tonight.
Yeah.
Get it there. I look forward to seeing him in the future, though.
I do too.
Both guys have, and we've said this a lot from many people tonight, bright futures, keep moving on, amateur experience.
Yep.
One fight, one MMA fight. This is Michael Richey's 4th. Continuously getting better. That's what this is about.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's go up to Brady L. Davis. Let's make this one official. Brought to you by The Vault in Linton, Indiana.
Seconds in the second round, your referee, Scott Huff, calls a stop to the action. Your winner by TKO due to unanswered strikes, Quentin Watson!
Brady L. Davis. That was actually Skilyer Reed that won that fight. One more thing on Skilyer, it seems that I was very impressed about how calm he was compared to a lot of the fights we've seen tonight. You land that big shot and people go right after him, where Skilyer knew he landed that big shot and just kind of waited and picked his shots.
That is a tribute to the training camp that he's been in and the people that he has working with him. He knew that he had him hurt, but he's going to stay measured and make sure he executes the game plan in the correct way.
4-1 as a kickboxer, the 4-ounce gloves make a giant difference. I bet you it hurts way more.
And that's what I was very interested about, being a kickboxer, having so many kickboxing matches. Do you get comfortable with the gloves on your hands to block? In the MMA gloves, it seems like Skilyer Reed had no problem with it.
Yeah. What a great prospect. I'm really excited to see him in future bouts. I really am. He's a highlight for me tonight.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, making his entrance to the red corner, Quentin Watson.
Quentin Doomsday Watson making his return to the octagon for the first time since 2020.